up, guys? This is Ninja Ninja, and today we have a video. Boom. No, 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 no. No, I forgot. Hmm. Maybe that's okay. But basically, I forgot why I pulled this video up. I forgot why I was gonna make this video. But yeah, so we'll just kind of go through it and we'll see how it goes. So yeah.
1,177 days ago.
Oh, I remember. This is good. This is good. This is good.
I made a decision that would change my entire life. To start lean bulking. I was stuck in a body I didn't recognize. I felt weak, zero energy, zero motivation, cold all the time, all the things. But when I stumbled across bulking,
did she say cold all the time?
Zero energy, zero motivation, cold all the time, yep. All the things. But when I stumbled across bulking,
so she is a tiny, fragile thing.
It just came up with all these guys using it as an excuse to get fat. And I wasn't up for that. Like, what is the point of hitting the gym hard but eating excessive amounts of junk food just to make it look like you've never touched a dumbbell in your life?
So the reason why I chose this video is, damn, look at her, she look good. No kidding. But the point is, because the reason why you're seeing that is because the rich people, the people who have power and control of the market, put all of, like, they put like $10,000, like $100,000, like up to, into these people that you had shown, right? And it's so that they you learn from them basically. But the thing is, as you said, and as, like, I'm sure people found out, they are full of shit. And basically, the whole point is because they're trying to use through influencers, basically like Tim Pool and whatnot. And I actually have a document that I wrote a long time ago, not a long time ago, but it's basically something I've been working on for a while. I'm going through my pages. I nicknamed it, whoa, Downfall of America. But basically, there's people like Paul Ryan, Steve Bannon, Jeff Sessions, Lindsey Graham, Jim Jordan, Pete Hegseth, R.K. Jr., Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Fox News, Marco Rubio, Janine Pirro, Jubilee and owners, Netflix and owners, Ben Shapiro and friends, Paramount Global, PMN, Paramount Media, CBS, Columbia Broadcasting System. Name changes to Dodge, like Trump and his splints. Basically, they're making up an excuse so they can dodge whatever. Apple TV, Owen Wilson's, like Snoop Dogg, anyone related to them, as in they work together. They're examples of innocent being evil, or evil being evil. So, as in, like, what's it called? They sell out and whatnot, and they're corrupt. So basically, um, they will do the work that's necessary for somebody else. But you get the idea, hopefully. There's someone like Matthew Cawthorn who's basically went to a party and seen people like Mitch McConnell, and there's little girls there, and they were on drugs and blah blah. He was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And he posted this on social media, and they're like, "What the fuck? You can't be saying this shit." So they kicked him. Basically, they silenced him and they pressed him into the dirt, and that's what's going on, basically. And another example of this is in the reporting, what's called, in the war times. There was some text message system that was happening, and they accidentally invited a reporter to the convo, and the reporter reported the info that was happening, basically. And so what they did is they blacklisted everyone involved in that situation. But the business kept going. Basically, it's just again, I could, so anyways, what I call that personally is public whistleblowers, and they are an example of bravery and stupidity, and how there's a thin line that separates the two, bravery and stupidity, right? So the people that are very brave, and there's people who are very stupid, and you may think that he's being brave, but he actually only did it because he's dumb, or you may think he's dumb, but he's doing something because he's brave. You know what I'm saying? And there's a really thin line between the two. So, Fox News, all spinoffs take it and they run with it, or they block it off. I think of like the Bernie blackout. Basically influenced and influencers such as Trump or Elon Musk how they're Trojan horses. It was a way for people to get in and control the system and learn control, and they could pull the levers and such. So all of the above mentioned and or because of basically the problem is there's liberals that have no spine, and there's a vacancy of daddy. Jordan Peterson pointed this out. So they have no spine, they're too soft, they're too stupid and or unforgiving. Like Sean Paul Reyes from Long Island Audit, Destiny at destiny.gg. Basically, like they're too soft to be the man that we need, but they're willing to do it, but they don't go far enough. For example, there's a situation where they went to court, or they're gonna go to court, but they settled out of court, so that the company wasn't found guilty of anything. But Sean Paul was allowed to go to what's called police stations, but the police stations were allowed to keep up this kind of bullshit, just not with him, but it was a law, and that's kind of the idea that they want. And then we have ego-driven reporter idiots, sellout faker gamers, and I call it like reporter with the quotes. Um, and basically, this is a long list, but Luke Beasley, Adam Mockler, Chris Mowry, Kyle Kalinske, David Pacman, The Rational National, Philip DeFranco, Colton Wexler, Hassan Parker, Tim Pool, Caroline Levitt, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Lord Trump, Mike Huckabee, Kellyanne Conway, Peter Ducey, Caroline Levitt, Asmongold, Line Audit, Sean Head, Destiny, Bill Burr, Russell Peters, Conan O'Brien, Nero Zerg, Neil Tyson, Kaku, the science community, rock community, pop culture, all of the above. Think of movies and such. Tyler One, Now Blue, all of these fucking idiots are basically false alphas, aka gammas, and they report on the reporters, and they report on the reporters, or the reporters, and basically they lead the masses. They influencers is what they're called. They influence and or lead to downward to make America shitty, like Russia and China. Like they may pay them for Tim Pool, for example, to say something to ruin the world, basically to make America fucking stupid and believe something, um, even though it's not reality, or even though it's not the truth, or how the world should work, or how the world is. But that's what it is, basically. Um, and yeah, so there's people like Emaru, who is a perfect girl. She's really cute and she's really pretty. She's really actually hot, but she's ruining it because she's a hoe. And how the point is, like, despite that, like you're living in a world, and in that world, you're still being exploited. It was the point of bringing her up. The Bernie blackout, it did happen. I know because it's happening to me. It's the ninja blackout, basically, or the known blackout. What they do is cancel culture, murder, not working together, false alphas, be a gamma, what's called red versus blue, gang violence. Like there's always trying to divide, and they've been trying to divide for a very long time, basically. And anytime there's any kind of coming together, there's a like Jeffrey Epstein. Chances are he was finally going to come forward. They killed him. 9/11. Chances are someone was going to speak it. Some like courage is building up, and so they blew it up. COVID, basically moving goalposts in the healthcare system. And then once it collapsed, they ran in and bought all of the land. The same thing is happening with terrorists. Like, for example, Marjorie Taylor Greene was like, or it's called Trump was like, I'm gonna raise the stock market costs and on stealing shit. So everyone's like, oh fuck that, to pull the money out. Marjorie Taylor Greene ran in and bought all of the land, and I'm sure there's other people there. They all bought all the stocks that are now worth 10 cents, and they used to be like $1,000. Now they're 10 cents. And then Trump was like, never mind, changed my mind, and so back to business, but new owners. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened basically, and that's what's been going on for a very long time. It's manipulation, like reverse psychology, but instead it's like Pavlov with the bell and the drooling dogs, basically. And they build you up to a certain way, and then a bell chimes, and you act out a certain way, even though you don't realize that you're doing what they want you to do without realizing you're doing it. And that's kind of what they do instead of reverse psychology, because that doesn't work anymore. So they've leveled up to this now. Basically, there's people who killed gaming. I call them gamers who killed gaming, such as Nero Zerg. You can be stupid and a crybaby and say all in cheese and bullshit, and then do the same thing later on, and not realize that, hey, it was a legit strategy. You're just a dumbass and you sucked and you killed the game because you're a little baby bitch and you fucking ruined it and you're the king of nothing because you killed it. Good job. Or you can be like Grubby, who didn't realize that he was really good at this one thing. But the problem was the game became all about that, basically. So it may not be Grubby per se, but he is pointed to because it was his style. Like me, I killed Rengar, right? Basically, I made a video. Some kid seen the video, showed a top streamer. The top streamer who had no history of playing that champion made a video, remade the video, posted that, got hella people to seen it, hella people play the champion, hella people exploited him in that way, and they removed it from the game, basically. So, I know, basically. In nature, there's a squid that will hide its penis to trick the other males into thinking he's a female. And those other males are fighting for dominance, and they're not looking or they're not noticing this male that's hiding his penis to look like a female. And so while that whole thing is happening, the faker who's hiding his penis runs in with the females and starts mating with the females. Meanwhile, the bulls are busy fighting each other, and they don't see what the fuck's going on. And the thing is, that's the case, and everybody that is an alpha, but an intellectual alpha, is being shut down because it's like no guns are allowed, right? So we can sell our guns, and sure enough, we get shot by guns, we get killed by guns, and tyranny happens. Like that's a way of tyranny. And the only people that have guns, like I said, are these fucking bad people. So that's what happens. Basically, and the point of saying all this um, is pretty much you're starting to see it. And by the way, I don't know if it's true with you, but animals are humans without drugs. We are drugs. That's why we devolved, or we divided from animals, and why we're divided as people today. Because there are people that have drugs, and people who don't have drugs, and there's people that have a thinking and not thinking, and so forth and so on. And then there's the difference between animals, and animals do understand us, so we understand animals, and there's more to it. It's crazy. If you want to know more, let me know. I can blow your mind. The things I covered now is just entry level bullshit. I skimmed the surface, I serve it to you in a glass of skimmed milk, and it'd be loaded protein, but anyways, it's a joke. I don't know what the fuck else. That could be taken way wrong, and if it is good, he deserves it. But anyways, the point is, all you have done is shown that you become aware of all of this, and this is just another area where that is. It's corruption, basically, and they're trying to give people fake news and bullshit news to ruin who they are, and you're trying to step up and be a source for people that want to lose weight and legitimately do it right. And so everyone and their mom is going to come after you and try to shut you down, or try to ruin you, or try to look at her. She doesn't look like she's popping off, blah, blah. Do you want this? Blah, blah. and so they'll find some negative weights or something, some bullshit or another, to make you look bad or try to ruin you, and they try to do it to me all the time. And the reason why, it's again the Bernie Sanders thing where they're trying to ruin you, and if it doesn't work, then they'll just ignore you, and chances are they will just ignore you. Like, I'm lucky I'm seeing you, and there's a reason why you only have 1,000 likes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have millions of people watching you, basically, but you're competing with these false alphas that are fakers and sellouts, and they're willing to fucking draw on their stomach and pretend to look at my six pack. And it's like, dude, you have fat on your gut. Like, how is it a six pack? It's like a six pack of beer sitting right there. That's a six pack of muscle. Like, come on, dude. But that's what it is. That's what I'm telling you. So, yeah. So it's terrible. It's, I don't know. But you're catching on to it. You're being aware of it. Is my point. That's what I
And
wanted
science
to.
agrees that even if you gain slightly more muscle with a bigger calorie surplus, you would also gain more fat. So as you cut to get rid of that fat, you will also lose some of the muscle that you worked so hard to put on. Enter lean bulking, aka the strategy that helped me gain over 28 pounds while staying lean, and proof that it's possible to bulk and gain muscle
Right.
without getting fat. But when I
Right.
started, the gym felt overwhelming, the advice online was conflicting, and deep down, I was scared that I was going to turn out like the dirty bulking guys. So now I'm on a mission to
Right.
clear all that up. You might have guessed it, but this is the start of our new lean bulk series.
They want to ruin them, and they don't realize that they're being ruined by lies and manipulation. They want all of the alphas to turn into gammas. Jordan Peterson's like, what happened? Why don't we have alphas? Because all of them are being killed off or blacklisted or ignored, like the Bernie blackout. All alphas go through that. I know, because I was on Discord.destiny.gg. It was a Discord. I got banned on his server, and then I complained it to him, and he banned me from him or from another server he had, basically. But that's how the blue side is, and the red side, they'll turn to violence and beat you up and kill you, like Jeffrey Epstein. Whereas the blue side will just block you and ignore you and just completely shut you out, basically. So if you're an alpha, you are ignored, and they want gammas, and we bitch like, oh, why it sucks, why this world sucks. It's because you're following gammas, and you understand, like, oh my god, you gain a lot of muscle, but you're hella fat. It's because he's a gamma, or he's like learning to how to be a gamma, and so he becomes a gamma, and he wonders why no. And then all the females are tricked into getting with the biggest snakes that just ruined them all the best years of their life. They think, oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I don't want you anymore now, though. It's not okay. You're giving them the best years. Why the fuck do I want you now? Like, what the fuck? So, that's what I'm saying. Like, good job, you're saying it.
You might want to follow along. 1,177 days ago, I made a decision that would change my entire life.
But yeah, that's it.
Lean bulking. I was stuck in a body I didn't recognize.
You look good.
I felt weak, zero
don't know.
energy, zero motivation, cold all the time, all the things. But when I stumbled
Yep.
across bulking,
Yep.
it just came up with all these guys using it as an
Yeah, they go fat there.
excuse to get fat.
Yeah.
And I wasn't up for that. Like, what is the point of hitting the gym hard but eating excessive amounts of junk
Yeah.
food just to make it look like
Yeah.
you've never touched a dumbbell?
It's to trick them into, because there's some people that never hit the gym and actually keep the weight off. They just eat, and the whole goal is to trick you into fucking dying, because there's too many in the way people. But I'm not willing to do the work to become an alpha, so I'm going to be a gamma and just try to trick everyone else into bullshit, so they all dive off a cliff like the lemmings, and they'll jump off a cliff and die, or like the bulls from back in the day with Indians and shit. They jump off a cliff, they all fucking die, and now there's only 10 men alive, and so all the thousands of women have no choice but to come to me, because I'm all that's left, and that's why I'm trying to trick you and poison you, trying to ruin you, and that's where they fat bulking and whatnot, and how like men used to actually lose weight. Like there's this one dude that I watch. Let me see if I can actually find it real quick. There's a dude I watch, who, by the way, I personally wouldn't. Fuck, where the fuck is my page? Hold on 1 second. The hell? Okay. Alright. So, basically, I wouldn't, as far as learning from him and whatnot, cool. But like that's as far as it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't trust him, cause like he's willing to lie, cheat, and steal his Let me see. He's entertaining. He's funny to watch. It's silly, but come on, where is it at? Select watch history. There you go. History. There you go. Let's see. I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. Oh, his name is. Okay, this is him. This is fake. Never give up. 1.6 million subs. I don't know if this is him. Well, basically, I'll show you a vid of him. I don't want to, like, as far as, I don't know, I don't think this is his channel. Basically, it's a dude that pretends to be a custodian. He's in blue. He has a beard and wears a white hat, and he walks around with like a 32 kilogram broom, which is like 70 pounds. But basically, he acts like he's cleaning, and then gives people the broom, and they're like, boom, and they drop it. Like, what the fuck is this? And they expect it to be a broom. But that's his routine, right? So it's that dude. I'm not gonna show you this guy. I don't think it's his account, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, the point is, yeah. So he does that, and the reason I brought him up was because he is also he is slim. He loses weight and yada yada yada. Um, but he's really fucking skinny, and he didn't get hella fat in the process, and he can lift like 300 pounds, 400 pounds like nothing. Basically, that's how it should be. But again, they're trying to lie to people and get them to ruin their lives and to be fat and to basically be stupid and ignorant and bullshit. And you're catching on to it. And I'm like, good. You know, we need more of that. I've been saying it for a fucking long time. It's finally good to see that other people have been fucking catching on too, but it's kind of late now, and they've been getting away with a murder, and a lot of people have died. You know what I'm saying? But it's better than never, at the very least. So it's very good. I'm glad. But yeah, there you go. Um, more of this from everybody. Anyways, be well, be happy, be safe, peace. I'm out. Later.